Cup rugby. Now, you remember the team that was called Nondis?
Yes.
Or have you forgotten them?
No, the important big team in this country.
Oldest and most accomplished club in Kenyan history. They had 17 titles. They finished last on the table. Yes. Relegation. And then there is Harlequins and there is Impala as well. And apparently they were facing relegation. Something happened. They were tying on points. But something happened there, James. What happened?
Yes, apparently, according to the rules of Kenya Cup, is that if you tie on points, we do head-to-head rather than aggregate. So head-to-head,
like the games,
how you played against each other.
Against each other, how many times, and one lost and all that. Yes, head-to-head.
And they only played once against each other this season, and the Queens beat Impala 29-20.
And
so Impala go down, the Queens stay up.
That's unfair. It's only once. They should have had another one, a tiebreaker too.
Well, I sort of like the head-to-head rather than the aggregate, because it boils down to the two of us. So it's the two of us. Who was the better between the two of us?
Should be a playoff. The two of us should be a playoff, shouldn't it? What do you think?
Maybe or maybe not. I say maybe not.
No, okay. There can't be maybe or maybe not. It's either maybe or not.
Maybe not, because this season was a bit different from the other seasons. They only played one match. They never played home and away because of COVID and all that. So really.
So because of COVID, then they should have just tweaked the rules and said, look, have a playoff, and whoever wins here, then
between the two teams.
Yeah, and then goes ahead.
Or better still say, okay, this year we'll do away with relegation. We go on next year.
No, Ken.
No, you can't go with relegation, Ken. You know why?
Those are mean recommendations.
Mean machine.
Wait. We have to say this nicely. Amina what? A mean machine. You can't just say mean machine. You've got to start with Amina what? A mean machine is coming back.
Yes. So there has to be promotion and relegation.
So somebody had to be relegated.
Yes. You win. I give up.
Now you know these clubs have been at the helm of rugby since the history of rugby, and I think a little bit of lethargy crept into it now. And that's why they didn't think so much about, losing one game until this rule came up.
Is it lethargy, or is it just what is happening to most community clubs in this country? What happens to Gor? What's happening to FC Leopards? What's happening to Mombasa United?
We've got new kids on the block.
The same kind of thing where money is not as easy to come for the community clubs, so not as easy to raise funds. Things are moving on. Now they lose players to your Cabras, to your KCB, and ultimately, if there is no investment, if there is not enough sponsorship, if there is not enough money, if there is not enough funds coming through the gates, you can only survive for so long.
But in rugby, you can never know even when there is no money. You should ask some of these rugby players. I wish the late Benjamin Ayimba was here to tell you. I mean, sometimes they were getting nothing. Even just the training allowance of 500 bob was not getting there. But they still give a good performance. So sometimes not even... These community clubs, especially in rugby, are not really run on the fact that they are making money or they are going to be paid out of it. It's just the sheer will and bravado.
But then when they come against KCB...
Yeah.
No, got a good budget.
These teams have been described as arrogant.
Yes.
They've been described as very cocky. This is about the lethargy of we are the teams. We have been there.
Just like you told us, a mean machine.
A mean machine. A mean machine went down for a long time as well. But when mean machine was the mean machine, they would make you know we are the mean machine. Yes. So something, they must have forgotten a little bit of this. And then these guys who came in with money, the cool kids, the Cabras, the KCB could actually match that record of the number of titles on a row, isn't it?
Yes.
I think it's Nondis who have that
record.
It's Nondis. They could if they win the tournament.
Yes.
But think about the KCB prepare by going to South Africa.
Oh.
And then now our
cool kids.
Our two teams.
The kids who are always talking about South Africa, whether it's in golf, whether it's in tennis, whether it's in South Africa.
There are facilities.
Right. Brilliant.
Some facilities.
Okay, but now that has happened, so we know that Impala is down and Nondis is down. And we know Mean Machine is out.
Queens has been saved. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Queens survive for one more season.
There is some boxing that is going to be happening over the weekend, and I think